Can I ask a question?
Hello, guys.
Hello everyone. I
Hello,
think we
everyone.
are live already. Yeah, welcome to
Hello.
the next episode of our panel at MC Squared Finance. And today we are discussing next gen yield farming, the AI strategies, and risk management. And let's introduce our guests first. Let's start in the order as speakers appear on my screen right now. We have a few returning guests. Lucas this year, the co-founder of Lobster. Hey, Lucas, please introduce yourself a bit and also Lobster as well.
Hello, Ted. Thank you for welcoming us again. I think it's the second panel we share together. I'm Lucas. I'm the COO and co-founder of Lobster. And at Lobster, we create the best single token strategies for liquidity providers. The idea is to make liquidity providing strategies really easy. So you just deposit a single token and that's it. You have nothing more to do. There is an automated management where we manage impermanent loss for you. We manage the risk mitigation, and basically it's as the title of the space says, it's a yield packaged all in one, so you have nothing to do. Basically, we think is the next generation of yield.
Awesome. Thanks for the intro. Let's continue with Nick, the speaker and the ambassador for AlphaDex. Hi, Nick.
Hey guys, AlphaDex is first in the world a unique CEX index concept. If you ever wanted to dive into decentralized finance market, crypto market, but at the same time you would like to have a convenience of CEX wallets with the ultra fast interface and robust functionality. AlphaDex is your one-stop shop for all things decentralized finance, where you can trade your meme coins safely, conveniently, with stop loss and everything. Basically, that's it. I'm really honored to be in this space with you guys. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I would admit that's quite revolutionary. Let's also proceed to Dree Do, the co-founder and CPO at EnsoFi.xyz. Hey man, how are you doing?
Hey guys. All right, so my name is Trey. I'm the co-founder and CPO at EnsoFi. So at the moment we are building a product which is a cross-chain lending platform. So we allow users to find if they find an ecosystem that providing best yield, so they can leverage the asset on the current chain and borrow the asset on the other chain to participate in the yield which is provide the high profit. Yeah, that's pretty much about us. Cool. Really nice to be here with you guys today.
Thank you. Now, Anna Kimmison. Hi, Anna. How are you doing today? And tell us a bit more about your, occupancy.
So yeah, first of all, thank you for having me here. I'm Anna Kimmison, Head of Digital Content and Media Relations at Solstorm. We are a fully automated premium launchpad, and we are streamlining the process of launching tokens and trying to automate due diligence, token creation, and liquidity management. And all these features, should allow the project also to ensure that all security measurements are in place, and we are offering unique features. And what sets us apart from the monopolized market, let's say it like that. That we are like trying to make every project which is launching with us to become a success. So we have like several key features, like for example, required Twitter verification for projects, and options like, for example, the token distribution of 10% supply to our Solstorm token holders. And yeah, we have exciting news to share. We have our TGE upcoming this month, and the IDO will be held on CDFI on the 24th of October, and then the TGE on the 28th of October. Thank you.
Thank you for the intro. And now let's go with Michael, the CTO at autotrading.vip. Hey, Michael, tell us a bit about auto trading.
Hey Ted, thank you very much. Chris as well, everyone here. Thank you for having me. I am Michael, an engineer. I was a VP of engineering at Dap Radar. You might know that. So that's where I come from. And now I'm running Auto Trading VIP. What I do is really I help retail investors to automate their crypto portfolio. For example, all of my crypto assets are fully automatic. They buy and sell based on trend following strategies. I have a YouTube channel talking about this stuff. I also say like it's make money slowly, but consistently. So I teach people how to do this. I do basically education. I show them which software to use, how to do everything. So yeah, people love that stuff and I love to help people. So that's my thing. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel, I guess.
So thank you. And now to the most frequent guest, Chris, the co-founder of MC Squared Finance. Here you go, Chris. Let's introduce MC Squared Finance to our audience. I'm pretty sure there are some new coming people in the audience.
Thank you, Ted. With MC Squared Finance, we optimize how users and especially traders can analyze, discuss, and invest in Web3. Currently, especially with the analysis, most of them are very static. You see kind of, this is a token, this is the current price. We are the first ones to turn it into an automated engine that personalizes your trading insights in form of what is your best token, what is your worst token, where is return and revenue coming from in the last days, or who are 4 traders who are trading the same tokens as you, but make 10% more returns, and how do they do that? I think this is the insights that people actually care about, and that's what we're building into our engine to give you the best knowledge to help you trade better in DeFi.
Awesome. Now I would like to refer to our audience and remind them that we are collecting, some questions in the comments section. So if you are watching it live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on X, and and probably on Telegram, I'm not quite sure at the moment, then comments from those platforms would be appearing in our chat that we as speakers and also myself as a host can see here. So some questions can be picked up later on and answered by our experts and panelists. So with that being explained, let's continue to our main topic. So as traditionally, we start with definitions because we also want to make sure that our audience understands what we are discussing and know what's the main topic and how it has been perceived. So let's define yield farming and its significance to DeFi as a whole. I believe I'd like to address this question first to Michael from Auto Trading, and then we'll go. Also, the other speakers can just raise their hand, like literally with cameras here, and then I can actually let you to continue with question. Otherwise, I can just address other questions to other speakers. So, Michael, would you kindly provide us with answer?
What is yield farming? Is that your question? So
let's start with what is yield farming, and then continue with being.
No, it's fine. Yes. It's fine. I do the education, and then you guys tell me how to make money with this. Okay, cool. Yes. So yield farming is basically you have assets, right? You have assets. You want to hold these assets, right? But you want to also get a yield a return on these assets before not selling, right, but borrowing or putting it somewhere, right? And so you collect some yield by doing that. Usually means you borrow it, you put it, stake it, stuff like this. And there are multiple ways to do that. And you get a reward by giving your assets to this protocol, or I hope it's DeFi, right? And that's nice. So I want to add one personal flavor. I know quite a lot of people who have Bitcoin, and you know that you cannot trade Bitcoin on Bitcoin network for a different asset. Like it's not possible. They also don't want to sell Bitcoin because most people are very religious. So farming, some kind of yield with Bitcoin would be quite sexy for a lot of people. Maybe somebody want to answer that later. You tell me if there is something good. But other than that, that's what it is. Yeah. Did I miss something?
Well, I suppose if somebody would like to expand or provide their own understanding, then feel free to do so. I also would like to. I believe Lucas raised the hand, right? Did I get the gesture? Okay,
Yeah.
go on, Lucas.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, thank you for the definition. It was really nice. And also the Bitcoin subject is a really important subject, and we kind of do this. So maybe we can talk about this afterwards. But yeah, I want also to add something like the yield farming. There are kind of two types of things in the end. There are the passive things where you just deposit a token and it works by itself, like staking, lending, and things like that. And also you have kind of advanced yield farming where you can do, for example, loops, or you can multiply, like, for example, you deposit an asset somewhere, you get another asset that you deposit on somewhere else, and you kind of do multiple operations. And the goal of this is, of course, to generate more yield, but it also comes with a lot of more difficulties. But yeah, actually yield farming is for everyone, and there are some different levels of skills and levels of usage that can bring you to different yields, basically.
Awesome. So with the basic definition out of the way, let's also discuss what attaching the AI label at an AI technologist actually gives to yield farming, and how we understand it further. Are there any volunteers to proceed with those questions, or should I assign someone? I suppose, yes, Anna, please.
Yeah, so I think AI and yield farming is definitely like an emergent trend, because we saw now a lot of AI influence in the market, and it definitely like helps and boosts like the yield farming in general. I mean, we have like several protocols, and of course it comes like with a lot of risks. So I think it's important, like on one hand, for the risk management, and also like it definitely optimize the research process, so it can optimize it in many ways, like historical data and like the general financial market overview. So with the right tools, I think it's a very, very good addition to the industry.
Yeah. Also noticed that Nick would like to expand on this question, right?
Yeah, I would like to add to what the previous speaker said. Artificial intelligence undoubtedly plays a really big role in decentralized finance because obviously blockchain is fast and there's a lot of things to consider, a lot of meme coins to research, a lot of stuff like whale wallets to research and all that kind of stuff. So I like to think of artificial intelligence as an extension of yourself, like your psyche, your brain, and your body. So I would never actually put artificial intelligence at the forefront, but instead as an extension of myself. So I believe that artificial intelligence is playing a really big role, as far as it gets, with the research and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of developing the user's own marketing strategy, that's not a question. But artificial intelligence is really, really important for the DeFi market as of now, as I can see.
Yeah, absolutely. I also agree. We shouldn't trust robots too much, but we should use them cautiously. With that being said, let's continue with exploring this topic. I'd like to address the next question to Dree with regards to what do you understand as primary benefits of yield farming with a combination with AI technologies.
Oh yeah. So with the help of AI, it's gonna bring like huge benefits to us. Like I think most of us like in DeFi industry, right? And of course, we all agree that we cannot like know everything in the industry like in one day. So with the support of AI, they can help us to find the best way, find the best pair, or like, find the best strategy to earn the yield, especially with the yield farming. There are like 100,000 of new pairs in the market, like they're launching, the new tokens launching. So with the help of AI, for example, they can help us to find the best token or like the best pair that we can like provide a liquidity, for example, with the best yield. I think that's a pretty much clear use case that I see in the moment that how AI can support us. Yeah.
Thank you. Raising hands or something. Yeah, it's. I think it's back online. So let's just compare. Let's track a bit back and compare like traditional yield farming and AI-driven yield farming. So are the benefits worth the risks and the complexity? I think I'd like to address this question to Chris. Chris, did you
Is
get
it
the
just
audio
my
feed?
connection?
Great. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, Chris. I was addressing question towards you. I think you haven't heard it, right?
Yeah, like I had an echo. I heard it double. I think I had my
I see.
Teams
Okay,
open.
okay. I just yeah. Let me just repeat it. So I mean, let's compare the AI-driven yield farming with the traditional yield farming, then where people basically do the decisions manually. So is the complexity and the potential risk worth employing AI, and like what can be the upsides and downsides of choosing either of the options?
Like I think it's a question on how do you want to optimize your trades. Like I can go with any product. I can say I believe that this or that stock is growing over the next year, so I buy some stocks. I just leave it there and look at it a year later. Probably, if I make a reasonable guess, I probably have some results, but it doesn't mean that I probably will have very good returns because they typically come from optimizing the market. And no person themselves is the perfect one to like find this exactly right spot when the market is right to buy a product. That's something where like a computer, an engine is understanding much better when it's the right moment to go into. Like a very traditional example is a typical DCA strategy, which you can do, like, for example, with a Fibonacci sequence, making an understanding of when you actually should deploy capital and accumulate the stock or the token that you want to buy, that it optimizes it in the right on the right time. And with these simple technologies, you can then earn some percentages more on your investment. And this is basically the start. If you then look into, okay, that the AI could tell you also when is the best time to exit or to analyze. And then the more you use it, the more you use basically machine intelligence, the more you come to like AI-based strategies. And as it was said before, I also think it's very important then that it's like human governed AI strategies, because any strategy that you use, any script that you use, any signals that you use work well in a specific type of market. when a market change, you probably need a different set of signals. You need a different set of like AIs or scripts to use. And that's where the human factor comes in to optimize further your overall strategies. That's where like third-party engines come in, or people, companies, teams that can further optimize your strategy to deploy and manage it in the right moment. Because a strategy is not just when you buy it, a strategy is also when you exit it. No asset will ever grow endlessly forever. And you always have to manage your risks by also thinking about exiting. And this is actually typically the much more challenging part in a strategy.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Lucas, please go on.
Yeah, actually, I wanted also to add the fact that AI is can be really beneficial and necessary, but depending on your advancement in terms of yield farming. So, for example, if you only do like staking lending, maybe it's not really beneficial. Then, if you go a bit higher and you can do like maybe a bit of manual yield farming, then maybe you can use AI to give you some insight. Then the level after is to use automated yield farming. And there you can use, for example, an AI to help you to choose the best automated strategies or things like that. And the last step is to use an automated yield farming strategy that uses AI. And as you said before, it's really important that it's not just an AI that is between the human and the investment that takes all the decision, but that it's part of a global process. And the AI maybe comes like on a strategic point, for example, to maybe predict the evolution of a price, or maybe predict the market. And then it's in a whole global system where it gives precise instructions whether to go in this position or this position. And basically, this is what we do at Lobster. So we have automated strategies, and a part of the automation uses AI, but not the whole strategy is only AI. I mean, it's a part of a global process. And this is how we manage to have like simple strategies. And in our opinion, right now, it's the best for the user because they have basically nothing to do. So, yeah.
Thank you, Lucas. Michael, a more technical question for you. So how do optimized strategies improve risk management? You may also provide a few examples.
Yeah, listen, I really like what Chris said, and he was laughing. I think he saw me like nodding and everything. Yeah, you see? Because he said something very important, and that plays into the risk management question that you just had. Is selling and getting out is very hard. Like buying, everyone can buy, right? Like look at every retail can buy everything. Every retail can buy any meme coin, any good coin, bad coin. Everyone can buy, right? But they cannot sell, okay? Because selling is very
diamond
hard.
hands.
So you need to understand.
Right?
Yeah, diamond hands. Like if you do diamond hands, well, actually, you know what? If you watch this stream, you should watch. You should understand that diamond hands loses your money. And if you don't watch the stream, diamond hand is fine. Like, I'm happy if I can trade against people who don't know what they're doing. I mean, unless they watch my channel, then they learn how to do it. Back to your question, yeah? So risk management, not the only, but the most common way to do risk management is to sell, right? To get out, right? When it looks bad, it's easy, right? It's the easiest thing. Just get out. There is also a very important aspect. It's called small losses. So taking small losses is good, right? Because then otherwise they can become huge losses, right? Which is bad. Right? It's very simple, no? So if you take a loss of like 5 to 10% in crypto, it's nothing. It's okay, whatever, because you can recover that quite fast, right? But if you don't sell it because you didn't do risk management, then it can become minus 50, minus 75. I'm talking about Bitcoin, in the bear market, and you regret your life and your decisions. And that usually is when people come and say, hey, can I do something better? Yeah, use some indicators, use a freaking strategy on top of trading view. It's very simple, right? I'm actually quite surprised why a lot of people are not taking advantage of this. There are okay strategies that you can use, which are, when I say okay, right, I mean, because I have different stuff, but if you don't have anything, right, then using a strategy from TradingView is better than most people. Like, you'll be way better, right, than that. So risk management is about selling. It's about using a strategy that gets you out. But you can do risk management also way more complicated. You can do hedging, where you buy the opposite moving asset. and you don't sell, let's say, Bitcoin. Instead, you buy something that moves exactly opposite, and you kind of hedge it. But that's a different beast. That's not for retail mostly, right? It's very hard to do. That's why I'm saying selling. Just get out, okay? And don't think that being in stablecoin or dollar or whichever fiat you have is bad. It is not bad, okay? There is a period where it's actually better to be in fiat and get back into the asset when it's a good price. It's all about buying low, selling high, right? Like, is it not, right? So if you sell high, you can buy low again. So that is the whole point. It's actually not so hard to do. And this risk management is part of a good strategy, okay? And last thing I want to say, if you don't have a sell signal, you don't have a strategy, okay? A strategy has buy and sell, okay? So if you have HODL or DCA, then you don't have a strategy because they don't have a sell. So if the asset goes to zero, your portfolio goes to zero, okay? So get your strategy and do risk management with that. That's my answer.
Awesome, thank you. Also, I believe I'd like to invite Nick to expand on that, because I'm pretty sure that AlphaDex community also discusses strategies all the time, and there can be some interesting examples from their experience. Am I right, Nick?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for giving me a word. I would like to add to what was previously said about the strategy. The active strategy is crucial, but it is not equal to everybody. Me personally, I like to talk about the market and your relationship with the market as the same way as you would talk about the relationship with your significant other. It takes a learning curve. It takes you need to have your own experience with the market before you can come to a conclusion like how things work, what your strategy would be like how do you perceive the numbers that you see on your screen, like no two different people, they perceive the numbers on the screen the different way. Like I would look at the $1,000 the different way than the other person would. And I think it's very crucial, it's very important to build your own relationship with the market before you step into serious, I don't know, uh like like locked in relationship with the market. And I think the AI is giving a really good and comfortable entry point to the newcomers to the market so that they can play around with the things, they can see how it all works, they can see how the market behaves, and they can have a little bit of understanding and idea of how the market behaves. And so they can build, the perception of the relationship with the market that they can build. And it's really, really important. And it all comes down to a lot of different, factors, like do you have a network of people in crypto space or in trading space that could help you, that could give you advice and stuff like that. It's really important, because like if you are in a negative mindset, if you are in a positive mindset, like at the center of things, if you have the AI, it's not going to help unless you have established a positive mindset about the market. Whatever's going on, like, if you look at the market, if you look at crypto Twitter, whatever's going on right now, it's very much negative, right? But you could establish a positive relationship with the market, and so long as you have established that, you can be winning. You can be the winner in this game. And I think what is beautiful about AI is that it's giving the new people, the newcomers, the fresh blood that's gonna enter the crypto space, in days and days to come. It is giving them a sense of comfort. And I think that AI is a very good tool to learn how the market behaves, how the decentralized finance behaves, because it's a very different thing from from the centralized market. I think it gives them a really good entry, a really comfortable entry, and from then they can, enter communities like AlphaDex, where they can enter a community of positive thinking people and basically get rich together. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I would
totally.
like to
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, so like I see here like two things. Like on the one hand, we have like the low entry level, like the speaker before said. And this is like a beautiful thing because we always talk about like the Web 2 adoption. But of course, we also don't want the Web 2 space becoming the exit liquidity of the Web 3 space. So that's why I think like education in that space is very important. And on the other hand, of course, there are several risks which are coming like with over reliance on like algorithms. So in the end, it's like still the human who has to fill in the AI with data. So it's like very important, like with which kind of advanced tools you are like working with. But of course, as we talked before about the benefits, there are like plenty benefits, like even for like the beginners and to learn. But also like for people who don't have the knowledge for like using these tools, it becomes very difficult to stand out because like people which are equipped with these tools, they leaving the rest of the community behind. So that's why like I think education is definitely point here because like a lot of people are getting left behind, and also like a lot of AI models, they are not trained properly, so we are like still in the, let's say, period where we like trying to find out or like to optimize these features because everything is also like pretty new in the space. And yeah, we should use definitely our position, especially when we speak or like having the chance to educate the audience, to like try to onboard the mass as much as we can. Thank you.
Absolutely, and thank you. You're giving like very good entry to our next question that I would like to address to Dre. So, what are the risks connected to the AI-driven yield farming derived from AI biases and over reliance on algorithms?
All right. So with the risk, right? For me, at the moment, there are a lot of like news events happening in the world, and some are true and some are the fake one. So with the AI, right, they will like gather all of this information, even like the propagandas and news or like the true news. So they can give us the wrong information. So based on that wrong information, so we can make a wrong decision when it comes to investing, and do the yield farming. For example, you are like depositing the money into a protocol, and with the help of AI, we suppose like they're going to give us the best information with the greatest one, so that we can take the advantage. However, the AI may give us the wrong information. Based on the wrong information, then it will create a disadvantage for us when when it comes to investing. Yeah.
Thank you. Would anyone like to provide any extra info on that? I believe maybe, I don't know, Chris would like to expand on that.
Yeah. Like I would also continue with like risk management, and that the most important part is not losing funds. If you talk to hedge fund managers, if you talk to traditional finance experts, they not talk about, okay, yeah, here I made 30%, or here I made 20%, or here I made 50%. They much more talk about, oh, here I lost less than 2%. And here I lost less than 3% in that year. And that's what makes the magic, because like if you lose less, then you catch the opportunities that are going up better, and so you for sure make money. And if you lost 50% of your account, then you need to gain 100% to make your money again. It's much harder. And so I think on the risks of the AIs, especially I would say in the whole crypto market, is everybody's focused only on the returns. And any website that only shows you the highest returns and what is the biggest things that people made typically are the ones who then not care about you to actually make long-term wealth, to build generational wealth. It's like an AI is as good as the person who built it behind, like the person who structured it. And I think it's a systemic issue in the crypto space that everybody's trying to showcase how you can make huge returns without any verification, without any long-term strategy to prove that these things work out really well. So I think whenever you look at an AI which gives you amazing returns, look at the person who built it behind, and when do they make money? Do they make money when you deposit your funds or when you actually exit your funds? Typically, these ones are them when you deposit your funds. So they don't need to care about what you actually make in return.
Yeah, I want to add
Awesome.
something.
Yeah. I think Anna raised her hand first, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah, so like some DeFi platforms, they're like they're offering like high yields, but like the problem with that is that some of the teams, or like especially like some of the newer platforms, they can be also undoxed, so like, or anonymous. Like that means like you need anyways to do always like your research, no matter what. Like investing, like as Warren Buffett said, like never invest in something you don't understand, right? So again, circling back to like that education is key here. And like yeah, definitely like when something sounds too good, you should definitely look like behind the scenes. That's my take.
Thank you. Back to you, Michael.
Yeah, what Chris said is also, honestly, people will always lose money, and I mean retail, and unless they watch the right or they educate themselves. And the reason is because you're right, Chris, obviously, that you should protect from large losses and you have to think long term and all this good stuff. But the reality is the human psychology, and that is why one of the best-selling books, right, is called The Psychology of Money, because there is a lot of psychology, because we're humans, right? We are like that. And so people don't want to make money slowly. It's boring, okay? Like if I go to crypto, I buy meme coin, I make money, right? So of course that works only when you're lucky and when the moon is in the right place and everything. But because you have this bias on social media where you see people posting only the good stuff, they never post when they lost, 80% of something. You think that it's easy, right? Like you go and do it and then you lose your money and then you go away, right? Now, of course, if you look from the professional side onto this industry, you think all idiots. I mean, like, because they are like, but okay, fine, it will come, step by step. But most people need to understand that if they want to build money long term and they want to be in this market for longer, they have to, they have to zoom out, right? They have to zoom out, get out of the 1 hour chart, like check out maybe daily, weekly, Yeah, it's boring. I get it, right? But it makes money, right? So maybe somebody can take advantage of this. So yeah, all this stuff is true, but the human condition kind of pushes people into this wrong mentality of doing exactly the wrong stuff, right? And keep in mind also that it's quite easy to take advantage of human psychology, because most people they don't know what they're doing. They just do whatever they feel is correct. And this can be averaged out. So an AI already knows how you behave as a human in the market, and it will take advantage of you, and it will get your money, because it will fake you out and in and do whatever it wants with you, right? And so this is the thing that that people need to visualize, that they are a slave of their emotions when it comes to money and investing. And once you are not a slave, right, meaning you look at data, you really understand what you're doing, you have a strategy, okay, then it becomes, you are not a slave of the AI that fully knows what you're gonna do. And instead you become a bit smarter, right? You have higher chances of success. And the more you stack this kind of knowledge and this kind of, analytical approach, the more chances you will have to make money. It's not like guaranteed, but you have to get there. So I just wanted to remind people that you are a slave of your psychology when trading and investing. So keep in mind.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. You've already mentioned an important thing that resonates with us at MC Squared Finance, that like on social media, people share only like good trades, and sometimes they may even make them feel a bit better. So at MC Squared Finance, we're actually building a marketplace for smart portfolios so that people can, like good traders, can really showcase their portfolios with including like all bad trades and losses, so people actually have the point of validation. And I would like to encourage like everyone who watches the stream later to try our product, MC2.fi, and basically see how it works, what you can do, what other people do there. But back to the topic, let's sit back a bit and imagine like how the AI in yield farming, AI in trading can develop to the future. So, what can be the potential developments in AI application to yield farming, or some, also neighboring areas in DeFi? I believe we have at least several experts here on the panel who already, work with AI almost daily. So definitely there are some additional, assumptions that you may make. For instance, I'm pretty sure Lucas can share some insights onto that, right?
Yeah, sure. Also, like, yeah, a lot of good things were said before. So thank you, especially that the fact that winning money is a bit boring. So the better strategies are usually the one that like you kind of bored to do, but in the end, the one that work. And especially once you have the money on your account, you figure out how much you have won and not before on the projected yield or whatever. And this is actually something in which AI can really help you. For example, it's been a long time I've been thinking of AA assistant that know your investor profile and that suggests you the typology of investment you should do, because of course there exists a wide variety of things on the market, and it does not mean that you have to test them all depending on your profile, and it doesn't mean that you have also to allocate the same proportion of your portfolio onto them. So, for example, an AI agent that will tell you, okay, so they ask you a few questions and say, okay, by your profile, I think that you're, for example, maybe a safe investor. So I would recommend you 80% of these very safe products, and then maybe 20% of something that is maybe a bit more risky or a bit more dynamic, at least, to boost a bit your portfolio. This could be maybe a first application. And this is kind of an assistant, but that does not perform anything. And on the performance side, like I think the future is exactly so what we're building at Lobster. So basically, smart products that are a part is driven by AI, and the rest is driven by, of course, mathematical models, automations, and everything, because DeFi doesn't have to be everywhere. And the idea is a product where the user can really trust and have a comprehensive dashboard, comprehensive yield, and really understand what he's winning and what he's losing. And a product where the user can get deposit and do basically nothing else, and having a global system, including AI or not, handling his global investment. Because as of today, the main reason why people lose money is psychology, as you just said before, and is the reason it's because they don't know when to back off, they don't know how to manage the risk, and an AI that is more kind of rational could help them manage this, I think.
Thank you. I believe there can be more ideas. Is there anyone else who would like to continue with this question? Yeah, sure.
I can share a little bit of a point. Like we just have been invited to by the Swiss Stock Exchange to the yearly gathering of the Swiss bankers, and what surprised me there was there are so many business models in traditional finance where with like some secretive data, for example, what index funds actually trade on a day-to-day basis, they make millions a year just selling this data. And in crypto space, all this data is public by default. So the amount of knowledge and information that you can see about other people and how other people behave is like 1,000 to 1 from crypto to traditional finance. Even in traditional finance, the best traders, 95% of them copy from 5% who actually understand the market, or probably 2% who actually understand the market in traditional finance. So it's like finding the right people and copying the strategy, using this similar, using that technique. So what I say, like nobody can analyze personally the amount of data that is there in the crypto market. If you go through Arkham, if you go through DeFi Llama, there's so much more information published every day. No chance for a human to ever like stay up to date. That's what you need an AI for. That's what you need to have the ability like to analyze this massive amount of data, get interesting insights that are personalized for what you care about, and then give you ideas of how to adapt your strategies, how to improve your systems next. And I think what the crypto space is doing now is the bare minimum. Like, here's a token, and this token has a price, and that's working more or less in real time. That's great. But this is like the bare minimum. Here's less information than actually people have in traditional finance about markets. And if you look into 5-10 years into the future, we will build technologies and AIs who can crunch this massive amount of data in a way that gives you personalized insights for your trading strategies as basis for the bots that you're using, as basis for the trading view charts that you're building. And I think that will fully transform how you will handle investments in 5 to 10 years. For me, it's about like AI all depends about the quality of the data that you have below. And currently we are not even touching the basics of what you can do with the public data in the crypto space.
Awesome. Yeah, Anna, please go on.
Yeah, I can definitely add something on that topic because I made some research recently about that. It was just like a personal interest, but with like the era of ChatGPT, I was very interested in like what's actually data is selling for, and the numbers are very crazy. Like medical and health data, and like I think financial data is selling like for over 100K per post per person. So I always like to say that when something is free, then you become the product. So yeah, that was my biggest motivation behind like doing some research on that.
Thank you. So unless someone else would like to add up to this, yeah, I'd like to
Yeah,
thank all this. Yeah, go on. Sure.
I would like to add to what Michael had said about, you know, the seeing the bigger picture. I think the human factor plays a bigger role. And firstly, secondly, I think that customization of AI plays a crucial role also because no human is the same. It would be very, very important if like anyone entering the market and dealing with AI trading tools, if they were able to have a robust customization to entering the crypto trading experience. I think it's very, very important. But I would like to circle back all the way back to the beginning of this discussion is that people need to, like all of us, we need to establish a very healthy relationship with money first, because a lot of us have been taught and a lot of us have been drilled with this philosophy that money is bad, that money is infinitely bad. If you go on to the crypto Twitter, you see all these people with money and what the things that they talk about. You see all these CEOs and the way that they make money, and the parents what they told you about money. we need to establish a healthy relationship with money first before we dive into the market. If we want to, have, if we want to profit from the market, it doesn't matter if we want to profit now from the market with the help of AI or not. We need to establish a healthy relationship with money. It all comes down to human psychology. It all comes down to that. And the only way you can build a healthy relationship with money and the market is by communicating with other people and joining uh, all sorts of different crypto communities. It's very important when you join a crypto community. It's very important to have people who can support you, who are very supportive, and the people who want you to get rich. And if you surround yourself with people who want you to get rich, then you're gonna get rich. And if you surround yourself with people who are negative about the market, about the money and everything, then you're gonna get nowhere. And I think this is something that we need to establish first and foremost for the people entering crypto. For days coming from now. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of fresh blood entering crypto space from now on. We need to establish a very healthy community, a very welcoming and very, I don't know, community of people who are supportive. Like, don't get me wrong, I get that crypto trading, like trading community, it's it's a competitive space, right? But we can be supportive. We can support each other, and we can congratulate each other on each other's successes. Like, well, if you see a friend of yours make a lot of money from a meme coin, you can support him and be like, you can be happy with them. And the fact that something like that happened in your inner circle of friends, that is signaling that something that like that could happen to you. So I think it's very, very important to surround yourself with people, like-minded people who can share, the the outlook on the market and things that are happening in the crypto space first and foremost. And circling back to what I said at the very beginning of this phase, AI should not be you. It should be the extension of you, of your psyche, of your brain, of whatever the relationship that you've built with the market, whatever the outlook that you have with the market. It should be like an extension of you. Like, I use AI to help me with copywriting. I use AI to help me with trading, but I don't use AI to do trading for me. So I think that's the gist of it, and I really appreciate this conversation.
Thank you, Nick. I'd also like to refer to our audience right now. So if there are like traders or DeFi experts among you and you want to monetize your insights, monetize your analysis, or perhaps promote the communities that you already run, also contact us on our Discord server by opening a ticket, and we definitely are going to work together. And we have like a whole plan for that, and you are going to also benefit from it. I would like to give our experts the opportunity to share a bit more about their projects. So maybe what's coming next, what to expect. Maybe some things can be shared with the audience. After all, we still hope that we are entering the October, and also some other exciting things may be happening. So just maybe 1 minute of chilling. Let's start with Michael from Auto Trading.
Mate, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at shilling, but let's see. So I help people automate their crypto portfolio. I don't know where to put my YouTube link, but it's called, listen, it's called Michael Automates, because I'm an engineer, I love automation. You go there, you check it out. I like to say, and you can tell me if it's true or not after watching the videos. I have a couple of videos which are absolutely life-changing. Okay, I can tell you. So on my YouTube channel, whenever I post something, either it's some educational stuff on psychology of money, why people are so bad at trading and stuff, but I also post solutions. right? And I show how to automate stuff. Actually, in fact, I even developed my own trade automation software, which helps you to automate strategies from TradingView. It's very easy, copy paste 3 things, boom, right? Any strategy that you find, you can automate. And of course, I help you to find good ones. So I have, if you go to signum.money, that's the automation tool, we have strategies listed. You can pick one of them, check it out, automate it. And I always say, like, and I think it's true. I have to still prove it fully, but I'm very convinced that it's true that any of the strategies that I'm showing on my YouTube channel is better than 95% of all crypto traders. Okay. On like in profits, right? So go and check it out. Michael Automates. That's the best place to go, honestly, because the YouTube channel is the biggest thing for me. I have the best chance to share knowledge there. I love to do that. I love to help people not getting wrecked in the market. So see you there, subscribe, and from there you find other things, right? So go have fun. I'm the guy who automates your portfolio. Next person, please.
Right. Dree, any developments expected from EnsoFi?
All right, so we're building EnsoFi, like a cross-chain lending. So right now we launch on Solana mainnet, and recently we launched on Sui mainnet. So you can lend and borrow between Solana and Sui. So in the next phase, you can like leverage your Sol, for example, on Solana, and then go to Sui, borrow USDC, for example, and then participate in like different yield farming activities. Lots of people like paying attention to Sui at the moment because of the price. So I believe that more and more like yield farming opportunities will go to Sui in October. Yeah, that's my point.
Oh, thank you. Then I'd like Anna to be next because she has to leave for the next event then.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, I just want to remind about our upcoming TGE. As you know, it's like one of the most important events.
Big event.
Yeah, it's a big event. So we are launching on the 28th, and we have our IDO upcoming on the 24th with CityFi. And of course, we are welcoming everyone to our weekly spaces, which will be held from the 10th of October to promote the event. Amazing industry leaders will be on board. So anybody who wants to connect or join, just like feel free to drop me a DM. Thank you for having me here. I will drop off.
Awesome, all the best. Then next would go Lucas.
Yeah, sure. So thank you for having us. It was very nice. Every time it's a pleasure. So yeah, at Lobster, basically, so as I said, we create automated DeFi strategies. It's as Michael said, kind of boring strategies, but the idea is to make money and to have an alternative to staking or lending that is a bit more profitable. And we also do strategies on Bitcoin. So this is pretty cool. We have two main distribution channels. So the first one is distribution directly on our DApp. So for example, right now we only have one strategy on Ethereum, but we're going to release new strategies soon on Bitcoin. This is what I was talking about. And also we integrate with DEXs. So we will be announcing a big partnerships really soon about this. We also live on some vast players, more centralized, but I don't think that is the theme here. And we have our airdrop farming campaign at the moment. If you use our product, you just deposit on a product, you have automated yield, and you benefit from points that will give you access to a share of our airdrop. And the TGE will be announced very soon. So yeah, I hope that you guys will be farming it. And don't hesitate in joining our community, following our Twitter, and also my Twitter if you want, Natural Lucas on Twitter. And yeah, it was really, really nice to meet you all, guys, and hope that we'll be meeting again in another space.
Great, thank you. And also, I'd like to invite Nick to share a bit of AlphaDex to us and what people may be expecting from it in the upcoming months.
Did you say shill?
Shill, yeah. Well, promote.
Yeah.
Like Netflix and chill,
Yeah, sure. Chill. You mean chill. Okay. Yeah. So that's a good point. So if you're like me and you think that DEX trading is a very complicated task because, like, let's say if you want to trade Ethereum or Bitcoin or any, the Bitcoin that is big coin that is out there, it's very convenient. You can just log it into your Binance, you can just log it into your Bybit or whatever. You can trade that coin. You can use stop loss. You can use take profit or whatever with robust functionality and ultra fast, lightning fast interface. It's very convenient, but once you dive into a meme coin market, it starts to get a little bit more complicated. So if you're like me, you would think like, hey, why can't they make these, like engaging with decentralized finance market a little bit more easy and a little bit more convenient and a little bit more safe than, the usual experience that you would get from the MetaMask wallet, from Trust Wallet, all these wallets out there. Because let's face the truth, crypto is all about the speed. You have to be fast, you have to be efficient in order to be winning in this space, right? So if you're dealing with something like MetaMask or Trust Wallet, you have to deal with a lot of stuff that you would never want to deal with. For example, you want to bridge your funds from Ethereum to Solana network or to Tron network, because the next big thing, the next big meme coin that's going to happen is going to be on Tron network. But right now you have money on Ethereum network, right? So you have to use your CX wallet, your centralized wallet like Binance or Bybit, to bridge funds between the networks. It takes a lot of time, and all these platforms, they take exorbitant fees, a lot of fees. So we've built a platform which is called AlphaDex, which allows you to bridge your funds in between the networks fast and conveniently. On top of that, not only you can bridge your funds in between the networks, you can also trade any imaginable meme coin that is out there on Tron network, Ethereum network, BSC network, Solana network in a unified trading terminal. And that trading terminal includes stop loss, take profit, anti sandwich protection system. You can set up your stop loss. You can set up whatever slippage. You can save that up in a I forgot the word, as a template, and you can use that template later on. We also have a whale tracker where you can track the whale wallets if you want to follow the big money. All of that inside your Telegram application that you use every single day. AlphaDex is a mini application. You can register on AlphaDex. You can find us on Twitter, AlphaDex Trade. You can set up your account on AlphaDex just by importing your existing wallet or just by making a brand new wallet and start trading today and make your trading in DeFi more efficient, more safe, more convenient, and faster. So that's it.
Awesome. And of course, I'd like to ask Nick to introduce a couple of features that we've just released and maybe a few more that are going to be released if we can, reveal them. So, Chris, please do so.
Sure. First, I want to thank all the listeners. It's exciting that technology already enables us to stream to YouTube, LinkedIn, multiple Twitter accounts, to Telegram and Discord simultaneously. So it's a very wide range of viewership, and you can now stream already to all channels. So exciting for ever you watch the stream. And we are now in the middle of rolling out our version 4 of our platform. Since last week, you see every week some very exciting new features. Like last week, we released the authenticity score. It's basically 45 different metrics out of the crypto space combined into a single score per token, like contract risk, How is the social sentiment? How is the on-chain activity of a token combined into a single number, helping you identify if a project is safe or not to trade? We now release actually already token insight pages where you get on-chain buying and selling pressure in real time on the platform. And we now already released the feed as well, where you can get the latest insights into wallets. You can follow other wallets, follow the best traders that are similar to you. And there's a lot of more features coming out over the next weeks. Our tech team is pretty excited and pretty fast now. As our analytics engine is up and running, we can finally utilize it to give you every week the newest features. And so join us, try out the product. And if you like to get a personalized tour over the product itself, we are doing some user interviews currently with selected people to get more and better understanding of how people are trading in the crypto space, what they're doing, what they don't want to do, and especially what are they missing. Because in the end, we built the product for you.
Awesome. So, with that being said, we'd like to appreciate our audience and remind that we run these events every 2 weeks. We had to reschedule this one. So, the next panel happens in a week from now, next Wednesday. And so, stay tuned and also check out our community. We do run sprints on Zilly and we try to educate people on crypto trading and give them the best content possible. So, yeah, stay tuned and stay updated. Thank you very much.